President-elect Donald Trump made this campaign promise last year.
As part of my plan to secure the border on day one of my new term in office, I will sign an executive order making clear to federal agencies that under the correct interpretation of the law, going forward, the future children of illegal aliens will not receive automatic U.S. citizenship.
That would end birthright citizenship for some Americans born to parents in the United States illegally. Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch is an immigration attorney. She says this kind of executive order would fly in the face of U.S. law that's been around for more than 100 years.
The 14th Amendment to the Constitution says anyone born in the United States is a citizen. So it's very entrenched in our Constitution. There also is a Supreme Court decision from the late 1800s after the Chinese Exclusion Act was passed, and it was regarding a U.S.-born national to Chinese parents who happened to be in China when the Chinese Exclusion Act was passed. And when he came back, he wasn't allowed off of the ship. And while his case went all the way up to the Supreme Court, he remained on this ship off the coast of California. And the Supreme Court held essentially that it's in the Constitution that we have birthright citizenship, and also the court recognized the quagmire we would be in if all of a sudden we did not recognize birthright constitution. Where would it end?
She says the new administration would need help from the U.S. Supreme Court to win the court battles needed to strip people of birthright citizenship.
If the Supreme Court were to hold that an end to birthright citizenship is within presidential jurisdiction or authority, would be absolutely shocking, because what we really would need is a change to the Constitution, an amendment to the Constitution.
With her knowledge of U.S. immigration law, she gives her thoughts on how an executive order like this might play out.
Ultimately, it will not be successful. I feel confident of that. This won't hold up in the courts. But can he cause a lot of chaos in the interim? Sure. I think the way that this will play out, he'll issue an executive order stating that children born in the U.S. to undocumented parents no longer have citizenship. And then he'll direct the agencies that recognize citizenship, like the Department of State, to stop issuing passports to children who are born to undocumented immigrants. But how they determine to whom this would apply, et cetera, I mean, that's to be seen. Probably what will happen is we'll see a few people selected, denied civil documents, they will sue, and then the federal courts will hold that this was an overstep of presidential authority.
Again, that's Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch. She's an immigration attorney.